Okay, now we'll try to see about the map lambda function. If you go and try to observe the map lambda function, let me take here. So I have here map lambda function. Now in this map lambda function, let us see it. In this map lambda function, what is scenario we are achieving it? Find the square of each item of a list. Of course, this scenario I can achieve in different ways also. You know how to do that one using normal for loop. You know how to do that one using regular functions. But I'm not interested on these two things. You can do your own in your home as part of homework. Let me go for directly how to use the map function to do the same scenario. If you observe the map syntax, it's expecting the first parameter as a function and second parameter is expecting iterable object. Now we already aware of it. Function means what? Already we created the functions. We know already what you mean by iterable objects. Range is iterable object, list is iterable object, tuple is iterable object, string is iterable object. And we are aware of it. If I given one object and I'm asking, is it iterable or not? You know how to identify that one. The result of this one is going to give you map object. It is giving the result. Okay. So all we have to do is we have to pass here for iterable. We have to pass it. The iterable will be taking one by one. It will be taken into the function. Required expression will be calculated, and that produces map object. Let us see how we can achieve this. Okay, very simple. We are going to the map. This is the syntax we have in our hand. The syntax piece as it is, I am taking here. The syntax piece as it is, I am taking here. Here its expectation is some function, right? But we decided to use lambda function. So we have to start with the keyword called as lambda. Then followed by we have to write the arguments. Some temporary argument I am taking as I. And some expression I have to take here. What is my requirement is whatever items are available, those all things I have to square it. Now what is the value of the I? We don't know. Whatever value of the I in the runtime we are going to get it, that we are going to find out power. What is the value of the I is, that is going to be decided by iterable object what we are going to supply here. I want to provide here iterable object is equal to one list. The list has something, let's say 10, 20, 30, I am passing. And you know the output of this one is going to give you map object. And internally it has for loop behavior. It will go and try to give the 10 first and it will calculate the 10 square. 100 will be stored in the map object. Then 20 will be calculated. 400 also will be stored into the map object. Then 30 will be go and try to calculate here. That result also will be stored into the map object. So the result of this one, if you go and try to observe, it's showing as it is a map object at particular location, it's trying to show it. I'm not interested about the map object. I'm interested about the result of this expression. We can go and you can see the result of this expression by applying here list. If I apply the list on top of the map object, then we are going to get the result as 100, 400, 900. Wow, very simple it is. We are writing a single line of code to achieve our each and every item squares. Same thing if I want to do in for loop means we need to write a couple of lines of code, I have to write it. Suppose same above requirement do in let us say for loop. For example, you want to do in the for loop same above requirement. Then we need to create here one empty list. Then we need to go for here some for loop. Then we have to write here 10 comma 20 comma 30. Then we have to take here whatever we have the RS that we are going to append with the elements with the expression called as I power 2. Once we got this result, we can go and we can observe the now result. Result is equal to 100, 400, 900. Writing like this is making sense, or like writing like this is making sense. So above code is one line code. So we really like for this code, not this code. We're able to reduce the number of lines of code. We're able to reduce it if we go for the map. There is nothing but if you go for the lambda functions. Okay. Now we are clear about very clear about the syntax now. Lambda syntax is, what is syntax? Lambda keyword. Then followed by, we are going to write here arguments. Then we are going to write here, what is that? Expression. This is what the syntax of the lambda. Lambda keyword. Then we are going to write here arguments. Then we are going to write here expression. We are going to write here. Then we are going to write here expression. We are going to write here. Okay, please look into it. Then we'll go for filter.